Hey, YouTube. Well, I'm here to talk about Greenleaf now. This is Greenleaf Season 2, Episode 4. Okay, it opens up Kevin and Charity are on good terms. They seem to be on good terms. She's still not totally open to him, but she's nice to him now. They have the baby in common, of course. And they're still married. Kevin still wants the marriage. I don't think she is really clear about what she wants. She doesn't really know what she wants as far as she's concerned. But in the past, she's been kind of cold to him since she found out that he was at least bisexual. So Kevin asked her, maybe we could try it again. We could. So he's talking about sex. She says yes, but later on she backs out. She tells him that she really doesn't want to plan it. It seems kind of, it doesn't seem natural, that she would rather it just happen as opposed to setting a time for it, like a sex date kind of thing. So she's still having a hard time getting back into affection with her husband. Anyway, so later on she backs out. She's not close to the idea, but she tells him that not like that. Not making a plan. Okay, an old friend of May and Bishop's shows up for the party. Okay, it's pretty clear that May has had an affair with this man. It's not, they don't speak it out directly, but it's all told in body language. When she sees him, she wants to avoid him. So they've had an affair. Matt and him are still very good friends. This guy is a pastor as well. I'm not sure where he lives, Nashville or somewhere like that. But his wife has died, and now he's just visiting his old friends. They come in town and they're having this big party. They're having a revival at the church. So I guess a lot of people are in town. Okay, there's a question. Okay. Now, Bishop keeps bringing up this fact that he does not remember this man who was killed, the one who got burned in the fire, him having a son. Now, because he keeps bringing that up, it's got to be part of the plot. It's got to be somehow part of this plot. So, Bassy Skanks, who's claiming to be this man's son, there's a question as to, was he really his son, or what are his real motives? Where did he come from? We only know that because Bishop keeps bringing it up. He doesn't remember him having a son. He had 2 daughters. Oh, unless Bassy Skanks is transsexual. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Could Bassy Skanks be a trans man? This is Greenleaf, so who knows? But so Skanks is still, the arch enemy. Bishop is coming up with a plan now, how he can fight this church moving across the street from him. Because there's no way the church is not going to take some of his members. Now, they may not take most of his members or a large part of his members, but it's definitely going to have an effect on his ministry, which is already ailing. Okay, so he's formulating this plan. And he's incorporating this new friend who's visiting. He's told him the whole story. So the friend's going to help him. Okay. Kevin sees the interaction between his wife, Charity, and this guy. The guy's name is Jabari. Jabari is her producer. He's working on this album she's doing. He's a good-looking man. They spend a lot of time, and she's all giddy when she's with him. You know how these girls get. I'm sure Kevin was saying, "Bitch, you seem awful happy." They haven't shown us them outwardly flirting with each other. More kind of a giddy, kind of a schoolgirl kind of thing. But it seems like she likes this guy. Now, this guy, as I've said before, he seems like he might have a little sweetness to him. I don't know. It's just this. They keep having it in this clothing that makes me wonder. So I don't know, maybe she just has a fetish, or she just attracted to a certain kind of men. She draws a certain kind of energy. I'm not sure, but Kevin is aware of the energy between them, and he confronts him. He asks him directly, "Are you having an affair with that man?" Well, these are people, they're religious people, so it would not be cool for her to be seeing somebody else, and she's still technically married to him. And I believe they're even sleeping in the same bed. They just haven't had, you know, interaction. Okay, but he's jealous of Jabari. Max got a girl. It's too bad Kevin couldn't be in music or something, because it seems like she has more in common with these people who she works with. Not only this producer, but also the choir director, the one that they fired, and just all people in music. They would have something in common, something to connect them besides, you know, their love. Maybe he can work his way back in that way, but he doesn't. He works for the youth ministry. Okay, Mac's got a girlfriend. Mac, the child molester, Uncle Mac. He hasn't been killed or committed suicide yet. In fact, he's moved on. He's got himself a girlfriend, or he's dating some woman. We don't know if it's a girlfriend. We know he's dating this woman, right? After the date, Grace is outside of his apartment. She's stalking him now. She's following him around. So when Mac gets out of the car, they're in the girl's car. The girl put her car in gear to take off. Grace runs over to the car. "Oh, you must save yourself. Save yourself. He's a child molester. He's molested many women." There's drama all over this car. I'm sure this woman just... But Mac is not in his apartment, so he comes back to her and says, "I'm trying to start my life over." And she's never going to let that happen. And he says, "And you call yourself a Christian," which seems to kind of sting her a little taste. Back her down a little for a hot second there. So Matt is seeing a woman his own age. Can't get around the death, though. You cannot get around the fact that you have molested these girls. So I'm sure these writers are not going to let you go on and be happily ever after, Matt. Too much dirt on you, bro. Okay, so I'm not sure how you're going to die, but you're going to die. Just an opinion. Okay, Grace has an old... Oh, so after she goes and tells her he's a child molester, the girl's just shocked, but she didn't say anything. So there's no more lines between her. Then Matt and her have the thing where he said, you call yourself a Christian. Okay, because so the whole town is against Matt. Matt needs to leave town. Well, I don't think it's going to... I think he's going to end up dead. Either by his own hand or someone else's hand. Or are they going to feed us a mystery? He's going to die, and we're all going to be wondering who killed him. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's pretty obvious to me. Okay, Grace has an old friend visiting as well. So this is old friend day. I guess because of this revival, they've got all these out-of-town people coming in. Grace has got one of her old girlfriends visiting. This is before Grace moved away, when they were just girls. In fact, they were a singing group. Grace, this girl, and I believe the one who died was his name Faith. Had a singing group, and someone digs up some old tapes. So Grace's daughter Sophia wants to see these tapes, right, of them singing. So the old friends, they're reminiscing or whatever. Grace is telling her all about what's going on with her. It lets her really into the details of what's going on with Matt. This girl doesn't seem to have a big role there, other than she's just an old friend she's talking to. Charity, I mean, the girl does come across these tapes, which Grace doesn't want her to see for some reason. And Grace has never told her that she used to be in a singing group. So my guess would be that Faith is in those tapes. That's why she don't want her to see them. But she walks up on Sophia, and Sophia is watching the tapes. Now, soon after that, Sophia decides she wants to join the church. You know, she's been raised, of course, her whole family, they are the church. But she herself personally has not joined the church. And so she didn't talk to Grace about this. There he's having revival. Sophia takes a walk. I forget who walks her up there. Someone else walks her up there though, and they kind of rush it because they make the baptism, her get baptized in that same service, which wouldn't happen. It would be some separation there. She would sign up for it or whatever. But so Sophia gets baptized, and it's kind of I did kind of make a tear to my eye for some reason, because it's just a little girl getting baptized. There's something about, I guess it's just my spiritual side. And she tries to describe to her mother what it was like, and she said, "Oh, it's like eternity." And I just related to it for some reason. It didn't seem way out to me. I relate to that feeling, so I thought it was a tender moment with this girl joining the church or being baptized into Christ. Touching scene. I liked it. Okay. Okay, next thing is, instead of people, everybody's always calling the cops on Matt. Matt calls the cops on Grace as saying he is being stalked. And the police come and see Grace about that. And they say, "Girl, pastor," they call her pastor, they know what her position is and all that. You're going to have to stop this, or we're going to have to come back here and get you. So, remember, she attacked his car with a pipe baseball bat last week, and so she's dangerous. She bear watching. So the cops come, and they I guess she's got to stay away, like a restraining order against her. Okay, next to that, Mary performs in this thing, one of their old songs. I forget which one it was. It was nice. They have a lot of cameo performance. Last week it was Kurt Franklin, and now they got Mary. So they're going to be putting a lot of cameos on here. I wish they would give these singers roles, though. I mean, they can handle having roles. They've been in reality TV shows and stuff like that. But they don't let them say anything. They just sing. And let me see, Kevin and Charity. Okay, so next scene, Kevin and Charity are in bed together, right? They've been being nice to each other, warming up to each other again, It seems like they might be going in the right direction for a minute, but there's no passion there, and there's no touching. So they're in bed together. It looks like they sleep together, and he tries it again to have sex with her. And he's on top of her. Now, this is a Christian show. They don't show us getting too hot and heavy, but it turns out they don't get hot and heavy. She can't do it. And she tells him, "It's just not there. I can't get there again." And she tells him it is over. She's done. It's not going to happen. So something he's going to have to accept. Maybe that'll be our gay character. I hope they're going to write everybody out the script. Maybe they'll let him stay in as just a gay co-parent. He'll get a boyfriend or something. Because it looks like Carlton is gone. Carlton didn't appear in this episode at all. Last week they fired him. But then Grace showed up and asked him to still attend the church. But we didn't see him in this episode, so I don't know if he's gone or not. Also, Oprah is not visible. Did she go off on a tour with that other man? I think the little piece of trade she got, she is managing. She went off on a trip with him somewhere, something like that. So we don't know what's going on with the script. Okay. This guy, Lionel is the friend of May and Bishop's. Who Bishop just loves this guy. He just really likes him. He has no idea that he's done something or other with his wife. He's not aware of that. But he's making an effort to be. He hasn't done anything evil to her. I think she's just guilty because she had an affair with him. His son comes to town. Now his son is some kind of attorney, and is going to help him to fight Bassy skanks about this property. They're going to try to pull his or deny him permits. And the man said I could do a better job if I was actually physically here. And so he's moving into the mansion. Lionel's son. He's moving into Jacob's old room. And made this happen. So that's pretty much how it ended. Okay, that was Greenleaf, season 2, episode, I believe it's 4. Hold on. Episode 4. I'll see you for 5 later. Oh, think pleasant thought for me for my birthday. I'm 59 today. So you ain't got to worry about me saying, I keep saying I'm 58 no more. Because now I could say I'm 59 for the next year.